Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is do the step 3. So in this section 10. So first off, I figured out I remembered how to do this, reduce the size of this item here. So if I click on this, let me see, I think it needs more room on the right. So I'm going to hide the information that was over here, and now I'm going to just make the size smaller. So if I click on this little document outline button, now it's smaller so I can navigate a little bit better. Okay, so the next thing we're supposed to do is at the top of the view controller.swift file, just below the IB outlets, create your first story and choice options by creating the following through let constants. So I see this is the job we're supposed to do, so I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go over here because she wants us to put it just below the IB outlets, which is the normal place you would put more variables. And so I'm going to write a note to myself that's kind of a pseudocode note that says create 3 let constants. And I'm going to copy and paste those 3 things. And of course, Swift isn't going to like this, but all I have to do here is say let story 0 equal this thing. I'm going to get rid of this line. Let choice 1 equal, and again, move this up. And then let choice 2 equal this thing. So that was the first item. And I'm going to leave this note here just because it's a good note to myself to let me keep track of where I am. Okay, the next thing we're supposed to do is, let's see if I can find, it's got too much stuff going on here. Here we go. The next thing we're supposed to do is make the story label display story 0. So just for convenience, I'm going to go over here again and copy this. Oh, and where did she say to put it? Inside viewed load. Right. So now we need to be inside these braces. And I'm going to write myself a note again that says, it's a comment. Inside viewed load, make the story label display story 0. So now story 0, again, we've defined this as a string. And we know that story label has a value. So if we click on this, we can see that the text is a story text right now. So we learned that we can just access this because this ends up being a method in the class for this label. So I'm just going to do this. So I remember that it's story label dot text equals story 0. And so now I'm meeting this requirement of make the story label display story 0. So let's just test it, see if it works. Okay, so she told us we're supposed to see this. You see a fork in the road. All right, so that's pretty good. So we got that going. So then the next step in number 3 is to search Stack Overflow and or Apple documentation to figure out how to change the title of a button using Swift. Then set the red button to display choice 1 and the purple button to display choice 2. So then we should actually see that text in there. So I'm going to copy and paste this note, which again is kind of like pseudocode for me, inside here. And it's kind of, I think it's just one sentence, so we can probably get away with just doing this. But if it was multiple sentences, you could just do a slash asterisk at the beginning, see how everything's grayed out. And then you do a asterisk slash to wrap it in a slash asterisk. And then you see how nothing is gray down below the area we don't want to be gray. So I did that search. So I typed how to change the title of a button using Swift, and I got this useful post here. So it's basically you do button.setTitle.myTitle. So I think I'll remember that, but I'll copy it over just in case I space it. So so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look for the button, and I know choice 1 button is the first one I want to change. It's the red button. So I'm going to say choice 1 button dot set title, and it automatically fills this in for me. And I'm going to make this be choice 1. And then I know this is supposed to say dot normal. And then I'm going to do choice 2 button dot set title. And I'm going to make this be choice 2 for dot normal. And let's see if that works. Ah, perfect. That's what we wanted. Yay. All right, so I'm going to pause this, or stop this recording. I'm going to make one for number 4. Step 4.